So right now I have gotten my starting line, and from my starting line I'll be marking my bust point, and then I'll be marking my under bust point, and then my waist point, and I'll also repeat it on the other side. So I will join the lines together as you can see in the video. So guys, if you know you are not yet subscribed to this channel, I bet you'll be missing a lot. Please make sure to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for more videos. So guys, for us to get the chest line, which is the armhole line, this is the formula: bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. So from my shoulder line I am marking the result. So guys, I connected it all together, and then the next thing I'll be doing is to get the neckline and the shoulder line that I'll be using for this tutorial video. So after getting it, guys, I connected my points together and I got my neckline as well. The neckline depth I used was 3.5 and then 3 inches width. So guys, the next thing, in front of this bustier pattern, I'll be coming down by 1.5 inch just for the front area. Guys, 1.5 inch is my slant line. So guys, I connected it together all the way around, and then the next thing I'll be doing is to label and label. After labeling my work, the next thing I'll be doing is to mark my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Mine, I'll be using 4 inches for this video. 4 inches. For you to get your nipple to nipple measurement, just make sure to get from one nipple to the other, then divide it by 2. So guys, I had to divide my shoulder measurement into 2 and then connect it all the way down to the bust line, as you can see in the video. So the next thing I'll be doing right now is to, on both sides, come in by 1 inch and come out by 1 inch from the nipple to nipple point. As you can see, the same measurements I used on the other side is what I'll be using on the other side. So 1 inch on both sides, guys. And then for us to connect it, I came down by 3/4 inches, as you can see on the video, and then I connected it with my ruler, just the way you are seeing. And then this is how I'll be placing my curve to connect it all the way very close to the bust point. Very close, not directly on the bust point, guys. I'll be coming up by 1 inch from the chest line, as you can see, so I can be able to get the curve on the top. So on this area, I'll come out by 3/4 inch, and this is 3/4, that is 0.75. This is 0.75. So on each side of this line, I'll come in by 0.75 and then come out by 0.75. This is the upper bust tightening, guys, and this is the point I'll be connecting it. Please look closely and see how I am placing my curve, and then I joined it exactly to the bust point. The next thing I'll be doing now is to measure the both lines and know if they are the same thing. If they are not equal, then I will make it up on the one that is shorter. So guys, make sure you measure it properly to the bust point, as you can see on the video, so you will not have excess or have a shorter side on your dress or on your pattern paper. So the next thing I'll be doing right now is to connect it to get my desired curve at the front, and then the next thing we'll be doing is to get our armhole. Please make sure to use your desired measurement. So for the armhole, I'll also get the midpoint of our armhole line. After getting the midpoint of my armhole line, I had to come in by 0.75 inches. Please, if you want to have a fitted dress, make sure you follow this formula or this particular pattern I am showing you. So I came in by 0.75 inch and then I connected it with my armhole curve just the way you are seeing on the video. So the next thing I'll be doing is to measure out this space in between and then add it back to the armhole line as you can see on the video. Please, if you are making use of a stretchy fabric, please don't bother adding this bust tightening that we use for the upper bust area. So I connected it to the armhole area and then this is just exactly how I got this pattern. And then for the under bust, I also marked my circumference divided by 4, and then for the waist area I also put in my measurements divided by 4 and then I also added the dart intakes as you can see on the video. Please make sure you do same for yourself. And then from the bust, I had to do bust tightening, and the difference between the front and the back of this pattern is 2 inches. Don't forget that the bust is in the front part of the body, so that is why the difference between the front and the back is 2 inches, which is what I am doing now to get the bust dart intake. So guys, this is just how to get this. So guys, this is just how to get this bustier pattern drafting. As you can see on our nipple to nipple measurement, the dart intake on the left and the right hand side, they are equal. They are perfectly equal. I used 1 inch on each side. Please, if you are on the big size, you can use 1.025 inches. So guys, we'll be moving to the back pattern, and for us to get the back pattern of our bustier, make sure to mark your vertical lines and your horizontal lines correctly. So from my shoulder, I'll be marking the chest. After the chest, I'll be marking my waistline. So after marking my waistline, I'll be marking my shoulder line, both on the chest line, on the shoulder line. Remember to divide your shoulder line by 2. And then I got my neckline for the back. I came down by 1 inch and then 3.5 inches for the width. So just make sure to get your own desired neckline. And then for the back, I'll be coming slanting down by 1 inch as you can see on the video, and then I connected it just the way you are seeing, and then I drew the vertical line. So guys, the next thing we'll be doing right now is the zip intake, that is zipper bulge intake. In that area you're seeing, I came in by 1 inch. This is to avoid or eliminate zipper bulge. So after coming out by 1 inch from the center point, I connected it all the way to the neckline as you can see, and then from this zipper area I took my nipple to nipple measurement as well. After marking it, I had to take the full length of that area and then mark it on the chest line as well. So guys, make sure to mark yours properly and connect it properly. So the next thing I'll be doing right now is to mark my dart intake. I'll be using half inch on both sides for the back. Please, you can use half inch, you can use 1 inch. I just used half inch on both sides as you can see in the video. So after connecting it guys, the next thing I'll be doing is to get my bust measurement so I can be able to mark out my armhole area. After connecting it, guys, I'll be marking my bust point divided by 4 on the chest line. So this is where I'll be placing my tape to get my measurement. I'll be placing my tape starting from the line of our zipper bulge intake. So right now I'll be taking the circumference of my back, and then for the back I also marked my waist divided by 4 and then added the dart intake for my back as well, as you can see on the video. So guys, the next thing I'll be doing is to divide my armhole length and get the midpoint area, and then for the back I came in by 0.5 inches. Remember, for the front I came in by 0.75, and then I connected it with my curve rule, as you can see on the video. Please make sure to connect your dots properly. So guys, the next thing I'll be doing right now is to label. So this is basically our pattern for the back, and this is just the easiest and the simplest method to get your bustier pattern drafting, and this is the pattern I used in getting the picture that you are seeing on the video. So guys, the next thing I'll be doing right now is to measure this side of the back and then this side of the front. Please, so guys, look closely and watch how I'll be doing it. Make sure not to add the bust dart intake. So guys, follow the exact pattern that I'm using, measure it and know if you will get the exact inches that you got in the other side. So mine is the same, guys. If you follow this pattern just the way I did, you are going to get the same measurement for your front pattern side and for the back pattern side area. So guys, this is just the perfect and the easiest way to make your bustier pattern to come out very perfect and well fitted on your body. So the next thing we'll be doing is to cut. I'll be starting with the front area, and then I'll be showing you how to close up your dart intake. Please make sure you watch me closely. So guys, for us to close up the bust side dart, just follow this process I'll be using very carefully. If you follow this process just exactly the way I'm doing on this video, trust me, it is going to be very easy to close up your bust dart. So guys, make sure to subscribe if you are not yet subscribed to this channel. So this is how to close up your dart, and then use your masking tape to seal it up, as you can see on the video. It is very easy, guys. Just make sure you open up your pattern just the way I did, to have it in two places, and then it will be very easier for you to close it up with your masking tape. Guys, after closing up my bust side dart, I had to blend in the lines to make sure it is perfectly equal. So the next thing I'll be doing is to cut out my pattern. I'll cut the way you are seeing on the video. Please make sure you follow your lines carefully so you will not end up tearing up your pattern paper. Remember, there are lots of curves and lots of lines, so you need to be very careful in cutting out your pattern. Also guys, please don't fail to remember that labeling is another important factor while drawing out your pattern, especially for bustier, so you will not make mistakes while placing your patterns on your dress. So right now I am labeling my patterns. This is just the easier way for me, so I can be able to know which side is facing each side, the other side, when trying to cut it out on my dress. So please make sure to always label the down part, indicate the up part carefully, and then indicate the sides, especially for your back, the place that is supposed to face the zipper area or the center front. Please make sure you label it properly. And then if your front pattern is going to be on fold, I mean the center point area for the front, please make sure you label it on fold, so you will not mistakenly cut it out. So guys, I'm done cutting it out, and this is my front pattern. The next thing I'll be doing is crafting. I'll be doing pattern crafting, or paper crafting as they call it. So this is not really very compulsory, but it is just a guideline. Anytime you make a pattern drafting and you somehow seem to be unsure of what you are going to get as your end result, I advise that you do a pattern or paper crafting, because paper crafting is a guideline and it will give you the end result of what you are going to be achieving when you finally cut out your pattern on your dress. So guys, this pattern crafting is just going to be done with your masking tape, and then you join your front pieces together. So guys, by the time you join your front pattern together, and then it gives you that curve, that bustier effect, then just know that you have gotten your pattern drafting for your bustier very perfect. So guys, this is just it, and this is how I am doing it here on the video. It is not difficult. Just make sure you join the points together. The under bust is meeting the under bust, the bust point area is meeting the bust point area. Guys, this is just it. Very easy, very demure. So this